Hey, want to skip those ads and get early access and bonus episodes of all Banana for Scale shows? Hop on over to truestory.fm/join and discover all the cool perks that come with being a member of the Banana for Scale family. Coming up, we put child sacrifice on a bagel. Greetings, First Jumpers. I'm not Lester Ryan Clark.
And I'm not Keenan Diaz.
We're another version of them from another universe, and this is another episode of Every Minute of Everything Everywhere All at Once, a show where we attempt to explain, evaluate, enlighten, and elucidate the Academy Award-winning film, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Okay, so our minute begins with that movie.
And it ends with that Bible story.
That Bible story, you know, the one with the parent, and they make bad decisions. Pooey. And they have to kill their own child, their own flesh and blood. That Bible story.
What are you talking about?
Return of the Jedi. Wait, which Bible story did you think I was going to say? Because I'm realizing now there's a couple that fit that description, actually.
Oh, I was thinking of The Binding of Isaac, Abraham and Isaac, right?
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm. So this joke started out as the Abraham and Isaac thing, but I've actually got a list here.
The top 10 lists.
The top 10 lists of Bible stories about killing your child.
Right. Religious fanatics hate number 7.
Yes. Okay, so aside from the obvious Abraham and Isaac, and the God and Jesus parallel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's that one. We also have a couple others. We have Jephthah's daughter. This is in Judges 11. It's probably one of the most direct parallels. Jephthah makes this vow to God that if he wins in battle, he'll sacrifice whatever comes out of his house first to greet him. Why would you do that in the first place?
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Yeah. Right, and it's his only child. His daughter comes out dancing to celebrate his victory after giving her giving her 2 months to mourn her virginity. The text indicates he fulfilled his vow. So this is worse than the Abraham and Isaac thing.
Right.
Yeah. But then we got King Mesha of Moab. This is in 2 Kings chapter 3, verse 27. So when losing a battle, the Moabite king sacrifices his firstborn son as a burnt offering on the city wall. Then we have King Ahaz and Manasseh. Both of these kings of Judah are condemned in the biblical text for making their sons, quote, pass through the fire in the valley of Hinnom. We know about that in our Devil Show. This is 2 Kings chapter 16, verse 3, and chapter 21, verse 6. Yeah. So yeah. And we know from, our buddy Moloch in the Devil Show, there are many condemnations of the practice of child sacrifice that was apparently happening among some Israelites, particularly in passages from Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and the law codes in Leviticus and Deuteronomy. The repeated prohibitions against it was unfortunately a real issue that the Bible writers were adamantly opposing. So it was the reason it kept on coming up in cautionary tales and also in the long list of laws was because it was happening a lot.
Right.
And you might be wondering, am I in an alternate universe, or did I turn on to Lester and Keenan's other show about the history and evolution of the devil?
Yeah.
No, there's a reason we're talking about child sacrifice in this minute of Everything Everywhere All at Once. You'll have to stick with us until the end. I sound like BuzzFeed. Yeah.
She's going to sacrifice her child.
Yes. I don't know why I'm being coy about it. No. But before we can even get to the child sacrifice, let's get back to the top of this minute. Remember, Evelyn had just figured out the perfect comparison to help describe the Alphaverse to her family. They're like puppets. Puppets like in that movie, Raccacoonie. But Joy and Wayman still don't know what she's talking about. So in this minute, she begins to describe the movie, and I think we said in our last minute how interesting it is seeing Evelyn so excited and animated about something that she's excited to share with Joy and Wayman. And we get the feeling that maybe if we want to look at it from the ADHD angle, as it was originally conceived, this is reminiscent of Evelyn discovering a new diet or a new scheduling system and calling a family meeting and sort of pitching it to them in this frantic, manic, but also very sweet and excited and childlike way. Like this is a new family project and we're all going to get on board, right?
All right, you sit there, you sit in daddy's chair, you sit in baby's chair, and we're gonna talk about this because this is what we do. Yeah.
Yep. And looking at it that way, it makes more sense that Wayman and Joy are not freaking out right now because mom has probably done this before. We talked before how like they should be freaking out, but maybe this is just like so normal that they are either riding this out until mom loses steam and they can go home, or they might be genuinely interested and curious where she's going.
Yeah, well, maybe she can explain, why they are where they are, why they're at the IRS building. From Joy's point of view, she just, I don't know. She doesn't say her last memory was her at the bar with her wife, but that's the last thing we see. Right?
Yeah.
She's in entirely new clothes here. So maybe, I guess let's spend 2 minutes and let mom cook a little, right?
Yeah, let her cook, right? I just learned that. I just learned it, and it's probably old by now.
Right.
But yeah. And yeah, she has begun to talk about them being puppets, like in that movie. And she says Raccacoonie, and they still don't get it. So now, in this minute, she describes the movie. She says, the one with the chef. And she mimes some quick chopping, and she also does the sounds. She's like, and she says, and makes bad food. Pui. And I love that she is getting into the story as she's telling it, like an ADHD person would do, like forgetting why you're telling the story, right? And she's super excited and invested in the story. She's miming, spitting out the food. Pui. I like that both Michelle Yeoh and Evelyn Wong look like they're having fun telling the story of Raccacoonie.
Yeah, Evelyn is temporarily, just engaged in charades or whatever you want to call this, right?
Yeah.
Whatever party game this is. And she's forgetting that how frustrating it is that they don't know what she's talking about, how frustrating it is they don't believe her about everything she's seen from the multiverses, and how frustrating it is that, this joy almost killed her a little while ago, or, or at least threatened her, yeah.
Yeah, it's this very quick, very brief, very fleeting, like slice of happiness for Evelyn Wong.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, your gym teacher, your trainer, and they'll be like, just do the actions and it'll start to work. You'll start to be happy, even if you're not, like looking forward to a workout or looking forward to a game. Just by going through the motions of doing the game, you start to be happy. And like, I hate them for
or
being right about it.
It's like in acting classes where they're like, just get out of your own way.
Right.
Get out of your head. Get out of your own way. And I say it like that because one of my teachers, the great Charlie Adler, and yeah, folks, you can look him up. He's done everything. He is cow and chicken and all of it. No, I don't want to say it because that's like the least of what he's done.
I like cow and chicken.
I do too.
I didn't know he was both of them.
Oh yes,
I'm impressed by this, Lester.
Oh, he's cow and chicken and the red guy. Yes. Oh my God, it's happening to me. The thing I'm going to talk about later is happening to me right now. What was I saying? Yeah. As the great Charlie Adler says, when someone says, it's like, oh yeah, just get out of your own way. Then he like leans away from the mic and he goes, how? Because that is the most frustrating thing an acting teacher can say. And my acting teacher, Charlie Adler, expressed it in that way. It's like that is a silly thing to say. Just get out of your own way. But it seems like in this moment, this little slice of happiness, this little flow state that Evelyn has found herself in, that she has managed to get out of her own way, and she's kind of just like surfing this wave of excitement as she describes this non-existent movie.
Yeah, well, as my acting teacher, Mike Brady of the Brady Bunch would say, wherever you go, there you are.
Oh.
So I don't know how you get out of your own way.
Yeah. See, so spend $5,000 and listen to people tell you it's acting, it's serious work, but then you go to another class and it's like it's play. It's play. You're like children at play. This is a business. You have to be running the account. It's like, but just play. It's like a sandbox. But you always have to be thinking about what your motivation is.
Then you don't want to be caught thinking.
No, don't think. Just feel. And never say my character. Never say my character. Say I, because that's you. And then next week, no, don't do that. That's pretentious. Just say your fucking character. or as the late, great Shia LaBeouf said. Yeah. He's not like he died in that one movie, but right. He's still around. But as he once said, just do it. And I think that's the thing that we got to do. And you know how you just do it, Keenan?
How?
You just get out of your own way.
Yeah. Shia LaBeouf has certainly gotten out of his own way.
Yep.
He took out his own tooth for that movie.
For which movie?
So the movie Fury, he plays a tank. I think he's the driver of the tank carrier, in World War II.
Okay.
And he's like, they all, it's one of those things with acting, right? That we're talking about the contradictions of, like they're like, okay, we take this. You have to learn how to be a tank commander. Roller shows. You have to go to boot camp and really be a soldier or whatever. And he's like, well, then I'm gonna not bathe. the whole shoot.
Right.
Because that's what these guys are going through, you know, and they're like, please fucking babe. And he's like, no. I'm going to not, but we got to, you know, verisimilitude. We got to do the realist thing. But that's one thing. But he had his tooth removed because he wanted his character to be missing a tooth for this movie Fury, which is not good enough of a movie to do that, I think. Maybe if he'd done that on Holes or something, that became a classic.
And that would be thematic with the title of the movie as well.
That's true.
And instead of the actual movie poster, which I'm sure is lovely, it would just be his face with a big smile,
right?
And the letters H and then a space, and then LES, and it would be that missing that little hole in his smile. Yeah,
that's excellent. I mean, you know, like Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber and Ed Helms in The Hangover, like they had their dental work that they already had removed. You know,
right? So he already had a chipped tooth, and he left it out for
that. Yeah. And Ed Helms like, oh, you know, I do have an implant. You guys can take the implant out, and then we can really do that for. Yeah, but Shia LaBeouf made himself lose a tooth. He went
self-mutilation. Yes.
Yeah, and I don't know what kind of dentist he got to do that. But.
I mean, you know, we were talking about Jamie Lee Curtis and her in this movie not having to, you know, do anything special. She could just be herself, right? And just kind of like let it all hang out, and you know how much she loved that. Yeah,
she got out of her own way.
How? But yeah, so Evelyn is describing it, and she's in the zone, right? She's in this flow state, and she continues. She says, and then this raccoon sit on his head who control him, and we cut to Joy, and I love Stephanie Hsu's face. You can see that Joy is starting to get what her mother is trying to say, and then back to Evelyn, who has been miming the controlling raccoon, and she finishes by saying, and then he cooks good food, and she's nodding and putting her hands out to them like, you know, come on. But then we cut to Joy, who is laughing, but not in a mean-spirited way, not like Gong Gong a few minutes ago, right? This is a sweet laugh. She is genuinely tickled by her mom misremembering Ratatouille. And she says, do you mean Ratatouille? And before Evelyn can respond, Wayman chimes in, says, Ratatouille, I like that movie. And my favorite part of this whole minute, aside from Michelle Yeoh's amazing reenactment, is that even after Evelyn is presented with the actual title of the movie, she's like, no. Raccacoonie. So Joy is still laughing, and Evelyn is like, no, Raccacoonie with the raccoon. I don't know why. It just makes it so much funnier that she's like, no, I know what Ratatouille is. I'm talking about Raccacoonie with the raccoon.
Like that's a separate movie.
Yeah, played by Patton Oswalt, the raccoon.
In the script, they have it tweaked a little bit. So in the script, Evelyn says, you know, Raccacoonie, the cartoon, we watched it for your birthday in middle school before she starts to do that, which is, I'm glad they take that out. I understand how, maybe we wouldn't understand what Evelyn is saying if we don't have that. Like, how would we, you know, get to the point where Joy is able to guess that? Like, we don't believe that. But no, I think we totally believe it here without that context clues of like, oh, no, we watched it in you know, when you were a kid, you know, in middle school. And like, remember, we had that. So it's almost like, you know, we watched that separately, but somehow we've come to the same, the same conclusions. Because I think that allows us to be in on it at the same time that Joy is in on it. Like, we're not really like behind the movie, you know, and like, we're not like watching her, you know, do all the miming and stuff knowing that she's doing Ratatouille. Like, we're discovering it genuinely.
Yes. They did a really, really great job of surprising us with Ratatouille.
Right.
Like, as soon as Joy says, like, do you mean Ratatouille? We're like, oh, of course.
Of course, yeah.
But it's like we weren't able to put those two and two together until she said it.
Yeah, and I like what you're pointing out about Stephanie Hsu laughing, but not exactly maliciously, right? Like, laughing like, oh, you're so silly, but kind of like, you know, oh, this is my mom being silly. And this is kind of
like,
I like
oh,
about
mom.
her. Yeah, like that, which is where Daniel Kwan got this from his father, right?
Exactly.
If you were really malicious and like, look, my dad is old or my dad doesn't speak English as well as me, like he wouldn't put it in the movie, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it comes from a place of like, oh, my silly old dad, yeah.
Yeah. And with this laugh, I think we get one of a couple different callbacks to another kind of dad with Gong Gong, right? Like, I was just comparing this laugh to Gong Gong's laughs previously. We're also going to be comparing Gong Gong to Wayman in this minute a little bit later.
But and to the Lord, I guess.
And to the voice of God, like, kill your own child, right? Yeah.
That's how Gong Gong liked to see himself.
Yes,
I'm the
actually.
voice of the Lord.
My name begins with a G, and well, no, that's not my name. But that's all you got, right? You don't know the true name of Gong Gong, right?
That's true.
But yeah, so she's insisting that it's not Ratatouille, it's Raccacoonie, right, with the raccoon. Okay, now Keenan. We have talked about how this joke works on several levels in our previous minute, how this could be like a language thing, how it could also be an older parent thing, like we just said, right? Daniel Kwan said that Raccacoonie is straight from his father. He literally had this moment with his own father, and that's why it is in the movie. I think this minute makes it clear that we're not making fun of Evelyn's language abilities,
Right.
because the correct title is mentioned, and she still insists that hers is right, and she further goes on to say Raccacoonie with the raccoon.
Right.
And I think this is Evelyn and also Daniel Kwan's dad mashing two movies together. One of them being Ratatouille and the other one having a prominent raccoon. And I'm trying to think what that other movie could have been. So I asked Claude and Keenan, the same exact scene in our minute that we just watched played out between me and Claude. I said, hey, Claude, what was a famous movie about a raccoon that came out between 2018 and 2022. And Claude was like, do you mean Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Well, that's true.
And I was
Claude
like, no, Claude.
Oh, that's true.
It was another movie. He was right, but he was not right.
Who makes Claude?
I don't know. I thought this was a rhetorical. I was going to say God, but no.
No, the devil makes Claude. Right?
Yes, obviously.
But, we have this running joke that's not really a joke of like, hey, Little Caesars, come on our show and give us $5 and we'll advertise for you. We'll say Little Caesars didn't give us $8. It's fine, But like maybe we should reach out to whoever owns Claude and be like, give us $5 so we stop telling everyone how shitty your AI bot is and how it fucks us over all the time.
I was told by a very trusted family member that Claude was like the most advanced version, so I've been using Claude, but maybe I don't know.
That might be true.
It might, yeah.
maybe the whole premise is wrong. Yeah.
Maybe if I ask ChatGPT, it'll be like, "Do you mean Toy Story 2?" And I'm like, "All right, I'm not even going to talk to you."
All right, Claude, the best of the AI pieces of garbage that don't work. $5, please.
Yeah. So we had a back and forth. It was very much like Evelyn trying to talk to her family, and I was like, "No, Claude, like anything with the raccoon."
My family said you would make my life easier.
But okay, eventually Claude gave me a list of movies.
Okay.
So these are all the movies, according to Claude, which featured raccoons from 2007 when Ratatouille came out, because that's the parameters that I set, right?
Okay.
So it had to be, because he's mixing it with Ratatouille, so it had to be around when Ratatouille came out. So from 2007 to 2022, which is when Everything Everywhere came out.
Right.
Okay, so here it is. Ratatouille. Thought that was going to get a bigger. And then Claude, in little parentheses, says, while this one doesn't feature a raccoon, it features many funny hijinks.
Oh my God, I forgot. It's not a raccoon in Ratatouille. It's a rat.
You forgot?
We're so far in it this way that I completely...
That's why the delayed laugh. I was like, I was setting it up. I was like, no, Claude. It's not
no
Everything
raccoon
Everywhere.
in Ratatouille.
There is no raccoon.
He's a rat.
Yes. Hence the name. Another movie, Are We Done Yet? This is a live-action comedy with raccoon scenes.
Okay.
Those are both in 2007. Then we go all the way to 2010. So there's a dearth of raccoon movies from...
Right, even including that Ratatouille does not have raccoons in it.
Yes, right. And in 2010, Furry Vengeance. This is a live-action comedy starring Brendan Fraser, featuring a clever raccoon leading woodland animals against a real estate developer. So that could have been the one that Daniel Kwan's dad... It's called Furry Vengeance.
Furry Vengeance.
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
I have a long... This is a long list, so...
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm not going to go every single one, but yeah. All right,
Okay.
but that's a poster. You look at that poster for Furry Vengeance. Quite something.
Oh,
Okay, keep going.
All right. Okay, hang on. I'm just going to type it. I'm not going to look at it now. Oh, I looked at it. Okay, well.
That looks like a made-up movie for a sketch. That looks like if you and I were like, let's see if Claude can write an idea for a movie.
Right. It's like, give me an image with Brendan Fraser and a raccoon, and there's no raccoon. Anyway, okay. So then from 2010 all the way 4 years later, Keenan, we have The Nut Job in 2014.
Right.
Animated film with a villainous raccoon character named Raccoon, voiced by Liam Neeson. This could be the one that Daniel Kwan's dad was mixing with Ratatouille, possibly.
Okay.
It's animated.
Name
It's
is Raccoon,
2014.
at least, yeah.
Yeah. Right. But also in that year, Guardians of the Galaxy
Yes.
features Rocket Raccoon. That was the first one I was thinking.
That's the only one I was thinking of.
Yeah, I had no idea there were others. Yeah. And then 2015. See how it's kicking up now, right? We had like this long wasteland of no raccoon movies from 2007 to 2014, and now 2014, 2015. People are liking raccoons, right? We have a regular show, The Movie, animated film.
Sure.
Yep, animated film featuring Rigby, a raccoon character. We have 2017, Nut Job 2, Nutty By Nature.
So I guess Raccoon, the villainous raccoon character from Nut Job, survives the movie in The Nut Job. Okay.
And this is the year of sequels, Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2, with Rocket Raccoon. Yeah. Then 2018, we have Avengers Infinity War. Also Rocket Raccoon.
Yes.
2019, Avengers Endgame, Rocket Raccoon returns.
Yes.
2020, Killer Raccoons 2. Wait. Not finished. Killer Raccoons 2, Dark Christmas in the Dark. Now, I'm sure you have questions about this one.
I have several questions, yeah.
But I'm not finished reading.
Okay.
Because there's a parenthetical that Claude says, 2020 was not a good year for movies.
Well, Claude, I know you were very young in 2020, so maybe you don't remember that that was the least of our problems.
Why was nobody going to movies? Yeah. So Killer Raccoons 2, Dark Christmas in the Dark.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a number one.
There might not be. And then in 2021, Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City. There's no raccoons in there though. Raccoon City is just that's the name of the city in Resident Evil.
Yes. They killed all the raccoons and took their city.
Right. Just like St. Patrick did with the snakes in Ireland. Yeah. And 2022. Can you guess the first movie mentioned in 2022?
Everything, Everywhere,
Yes.
All at once. Oh, thank God.
This is after that long argument with Claude that it's like, I am not looking for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Claude wants to passive-aggressively remind me that there is, in fact, a raccoon in the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once.
If you are listening to our minutes out of order, which we understand that some people do, we don't understand it, but some people do, we have found 3 raccoons in Everything Everywhere All at Once. And
Yes,
to be
we have.
fair, Lester has done that. So, yeah, in the kind of the second shot of the movie, when we're going into a mirror, there is a raccoon statuette that we see.
Yeah, on a little desk. Yeah.
On a little desk, yeah, a little knickknack. That one's pretty hard to see. And then the second raccoon that Lester found is in minute 9 in the laundromat. There is a claw machine there. And we only see it briefly when Joy gets up on one of the machines and Becky is comforting her.
She's on one of those little islands where you like fold clothes, I think, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And Becky comes to cross over. And so the mascot of this claw machine is a little raccoon bandit who has a little like bindle bag that he's stealing things. He has a gun as well.
Right. He's like a little cowboy bandit with Yeah,
and it is called, do you remember?
Grab Everything.
Right.
And I remember because I was like, oh, everything, like in the movie, Everything
like in the
Everywhere.
Movie, yeah. So I thought that we'd be finding more raccoons since we have 2 in the first 10 minutes. But I don't think we've seen any since then. So
yeah, well, I think I mean, what's the saying about too many cooks, right? The saying about too many cooks is when you have that many cooks, probably a couple of them have raccoons under their hats.
Right. Too many cooks makes the food bad. Pooey.
I'm never not gonna laugh at that, like the way she does it.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay. Oh, and what's the second? So we have another movie from 2022 with raccoons.
Oh. Yeah, but it came out after. So I'm like, Claude, why would that matter?
That's a good question.
Yeah. So Claude gave me 2 more movies: Thor: Love and Thunder.
With
that's
Rock
July. And then Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
Yeah, sure.
But like this was specifically, I was like, what could Daniel Kwan's father be thinking of? He wouldn't be thinking of a movie that came out after the movie in which the joke of him thinking of raccoons is in. So
well, that's true, and he couldn't have thought of Everything Everywhere.
Yes.
If Daniel Kwan's parents are anything like my parents, no matter how much he pitched the movie to them, they don't remember it. Well, just to be sure, if you are a pedantic MCU nerd who for some reason has not made it all the way through to Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and you feel like fighting, you might write into us and say, excuse me, in the MCU, actually, Rocket Raccoon is not a raccoon in the MCU. He says specifically that he's not a raccoon. Yes, he is a raccoon in the comics. He's just called Rocket Raccoon, but he's some other alien that Peter Quill doesn't know what to call, so he calls him a raccoon because he's from Earth, But then Lester, in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which I guess you don't care about because you would have seen it by now.
Yeah.
It turns out
it's not that I don't care. It's just like I'm not I'm not fresh on my superhero.
No. But I'm saying like I could probably spoil this for you because
sure.
you would have seen this movie by now. But it turns out in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, we discover that the species that Rocket Raccoon is a raccoon.
This is so much like a Frankenstein joke that I had written like 2 pages down. And now I have to keep what I just said in there for this to make any sense.
All right.
This is brilliant. This is proof that we are not the only writers of Every Minute of Everything Everywhere All at Once. The muses, the gods, are coming down and fucking with us.
Right. We are puppets.
Yeah, you know puppets. Oh my God! All right. Well, yeah. Okay. Back to our movie. Evelyn is saying,
"Wait.
No.
So what do you think? Wait. So what do you think? Daniel Kwan's father was mixing up the.
Oh, like on this list?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it? I mean, not Guardians. I thought Guardians of the Galaxy, but
For me, it's between. It's one of these 2014 movies. It's either Guardians of the Galaxy or The Nut Job, the animated film, because it's animated.
Right. And
let me see. Is it like 2D, 3D? What is it?
It's 3D, yeah.
Okay, so I can see Daniel Kwan's dad smashing those two movies together. The Nut Job and Raccacoonie. Oh my God.
I know, we've both done it by now.
Yes.
Confused the two movies.
The Nut Job and Ratatouille. I can see him mixing those two up. Yeah.
Right. That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, okay. I mean, like, I can see him also having seen Guardians of the Galaxy and just being like, it's just raccoons all over the place. It was probably a raccoon.
Yeah, it was raccoon fever. I mean, so if it takes like 7 years after Ratatouille I'm so stupid about this.
What?
Because I'm like, well, it takes 7 years after Ratatouille for raccoons to enter the public consciousness because of how popular Ratatouille is. But there aren't any raccoons in Ratatouille. This movie has messed up my memories.
This movie has infected us. Keenan, are we sure that we are in the right universe right now? Like, is there a raccoon in Ratatouille that we're just in the wrong universe?
Oh my God, this is a bigger question. I feel like I don't know who else I would talk to about this movie except for you. Did you bring this up that maybe what's happening here as she's misremembering Ratatouille as Raccacoonie is that the clay pot of her mind is starting to think of the actual Raccacoonie?
Oh,
so that wasn't you?
No, that wasn't me. But
sounds like a Lester thing.
So that does sound like a Lester thing.
You're right.
What other Lesters have you been talking to?
Just Lester the loser. What was his name?
Yeah, Lester the unlikely.
The unlikely, yeah.
Yeah, dumb idiot Lester in the rat suit. Yeah. No. Oh, so she's okay. So because folks, you've seen the movie. Raccacoonie shows up.
Right.
Yeah, and the joke I thought was she gets it wrong here.
Right.
And then because the universes are infinite, there is a universe where her mistake is actually correct.
Yeah, that's definitely the joke. But is the meta answer for that, if we look at and take the sci-fi seriously, is the reason that she's able to look into that future because she's starting to verse jump and starting to leak through.
Oh, so it's actually there's a more serious explanation to it that she is. That she sincerely does remember, no, Raccacoonie with the raccoon.
Right, yeah.
Played by, what's his name?
Randy Newman.
Randy Newman, yeah.
Yeah, because, there's no right answer here, but it is interesting that we start to have this particular leak, after she's started to verse jump and after she started to...
After things have started to break.
Yeah, after her clay pot started to break.
Okay. That's okay. Like if we, we didn't set this up. I'm not prepared for this, but if we started putting... red threads and push pins on the wall as to like to measure her clay pot deterioration, I think this would be one of them.
Right.
Then possibly.
Because one of the things I love about this joke anyways is that they don't do, again, what I, as their hack acting teacher, would have said at the beginning. Their hack screening teacher would say at the beginning, you got to lay that in at the beginning. That has to be an Act 1 joke for it to really work. This Ratatouille thing, right? But it's an Act 2 joke.
Yes.
Yeah. So in some ways it's even better because we don't anticipate that it will be a callback at all.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I love it. But yeah, to answer the previous question, I think Daniel Kwan and I guess by extension, Evelyn Wong are probably thinking of the nut job and mixing it with Ratatouille. Right. I almost said the other one again. Jesus.
Yeah, our clay pots are breaking down.
Yeah. Oy. But okay, yeah, back to our movie. So Evelyn is saying, no, Raccacoonie with the raccoon. Now Waymond is puzzled and Joy is laughing. But yeah, we cut back to Evelyn. She's trying to quiet them down. She says, everybody stop making up sounds. And you can see the frustration now. Her presentation is derailing. Everybody's interrupting. Everybody's laughing. And she says this line, like, everybody be quiet. I'm losing the momentum, the thread. I need to think. And I actually really connected with this. Many people with ADHD do find interruptions really, really derailing because of how their working memory and like attention systems function. So when somebody with ADHD is like in the flow of explaining something, they're often like holding multiple pieces of information in their working memory simultaneously. It's like okay, I need to mention this part, and then I circle back to that thing, and don't forget the punchline. So it's like everybody else in the office is doing their presentation via PowerPoint, and I have decided to do it through an intricate series of spinning plates. And so when you interrupted to go to the bathroom, Nathan, everything just crashes, and I forget not only where I left off, but like what I was talking about and why. It's like it's all gone. And I don't think we were meant to focus on it. Like this is a really quick little shot of her getting frustrated, but I love the look of frustration on her face as she says, everybody stop making up sounds, because she's like, it's happening again, I'm losing it. But yeah, Waymond chimes in again. He says, so there's a raccoon Joy and there's a raccoon me and they're controlling us. And I love this for two reasons. One, like I said before in the last minute, I love when characters do this well. Like, you mean to tell me exposition, right? And like retelling the story and getting characters up to speed and thereby making sure we understand it so far as well, right? Really, really smart filmmaking, especially when it's like cleverly hidden like this, right? Second, I love it because, and maybe I'm reaching, but notice that Waymond doesn't back Joy up and say, no, honey, I think you're thinking of Ratatouille. She's right. He doesn't say that. He, as her partner, sees in her face that the spinning plates are falling, and he rushes in to catch them. He's like, you mean there's a raccoon me and a raccoon Joy, right? Nothing to do with Ratatouille. They're not arguing about the name of the movie. He's trying to get back to like what the point Evelyn is trying to make, right?
That's a good point. So they're not rat me and rat Joy, right? Yeah.
He's validating her, and he's helping his wife get back on track in this funny story she's trying to tell them. Because I think that's what he thinks it is. I think he thinks that was her goal all along, was to make them laugh. So he's trying to bring it back to that. Because after she gives up and she's like, yeah, then he laughs again, this big loud laugh. And then he says, that's very funny, Evelyn. What a sweetheart. like good one, Evelyn. That was a great story. So I think that's what he thought she was trying to do. He sees that she's getting derailed, and so he helps her along to the punchline. And then he laughs like big and loud and says that was really funny. Right.
Yeah, it's just slightly different from the script, So she's going to say, and they're controlling us, and she's going to say from other universes. So in the script, it's calling for Joy and Waymond to keep laughing. Joy and Waymond cannot stop laughing, which implies that like they are making fun of her, I think, in the script.
Oh, okay.
And then Evelyn, suddenly self-aware, drops the tape. She can't help but laugh a little too.
Right.
Yeah, and so it's a little bit different here. It's not quite like she's joining in on they're laughing so hard at her because she's being ridiculous, and then she's kind of joining in and being self-aware. Like that's not exactly what's happening in the finished cut.
Yeah. I think in this one it seems like in the finished cut it really, and it took me this viewing to see it. It looks like at first they didn't know what she was doing. And now they think, oh, mom's telling a joke. And so Waymond is trying to bring it back, and because Joy is laughing at this. And so I think what they're doing with the laughing, I think Joy is genuinely tickled by Mom misremembering the name.
Right.
And Waymond has a feeling that, oh, no, she's actually talking about a raccoon story. She's telling a raccoon joke. And so I'm going to help her and bring it to the close, bring it to the punchline, and then laugh also and say, that was really good. That was a great job, honey. That was a really funny joke.
Right, to laugh with her, right?
Yes, yes. And so they're all kind of like celebrating this happy family moment, which so much mirrors that that little mirror moment at the very beginning of our movie when they were singing Barbie Girl, right? Like these are the accidental, like, happy moments that the Wong family finds themselves in when, you know, something that isn't supposed to happen happens, and now they're kind of like tripping all over themselves and laughing, and oh, isn't this funny? And you know, you see it in like the very first shot of the movie, them in that mirror smiling and laughing at you know, as they're trying to sing Barbie Girl, right? And it's like, oh, come on Barbie, let's go party. And then, you know, the lyric that Mom doesn't want Joy to say and all of that stuff. I think it's like honest, candid, like we've accidentally stumbled upon this loving, fun family moment, and I think that's what's being enjoyed right here.
Yeah, that might also help. Part of the, you know, question that I had is, okay, this tape that they have is so weak, so what's keeping Joy here? And I think it has to be, you know, Evelyn is coming at her so furiously a little bit, and that, but Joy is not really seeing it as a threat at all,
right?
And seeing it also as like, my mom is being silly again. Like this happens quite a lot, right?
Yeah.
And so she says things like, oh, you know, what are you doing? This, you know, this is kind of fucked up. But
are we all having a stroke? Et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. But she's not like actually angry at it. Like that's a really helpful motivation for this. Right? It's like, well, Mom is being Mom, and that's just how Mom is, and it's not like Mom is actually tying me up in a way, you know.
Right.
There's I can get out of this at any moment.
Exactly, and there's no like, hey, you know, like untie me right now, or Dad, why aren't you helping, or like none of that. It's playing along because Mom has probably done this before or been like this before, right? And again, I think if we didn't have that first moment in the little circle mirror at the very, very beginning where they're all like, and it's so perfect too because that mirror is so small, so they kind of all have to like squeeze in, right? And they're kind of like invading each other's space, and they're being like intimate in this way that you don't see for most of the rest of the movie. Everybody's kind of like in their own, like nobody's stepping on each other's toes or anything like that. And that's he's like, I'm in the daughter role, I'm in the mother role, I'm in the father/husband role, and we clash or we commiserate or we what's the word? Reconcile, but we don't like accidentally slip on a banana peel and just like all laugh together, except in like very, very brief moments like this one right here or the Barbie one in the beginning.
Right. That's good.
Yeah. And oh my God, I love this movie because while that is going on, we also cut back to Evelyn, like right after, you know, Waymond is doing, is like, there's a raccoon, me and a raccoon Joy. And we cut back to Evelyn, and Evelyn is about to correct him and continue, but she's like, you know what? Yeah, that's exactly it. You got it. Good enough, right? But no, she says, yeah, from the other universe, right? And that has also happened to me. Like someone interrupts, like you mean this? And they're like almost there, but not quite. And I sort of got to like weigh the pros and cons of, you know, pursuing it or just being like, yeah, that's exactly what I meant, right? So you're saying Frankenstein? No, Lester, Frankenstein is not the name of the monster. Like we've been over this. You should already know this. And then after some arguing, it's like, oh, so you're saying that Frankenstein is the name of the monster because Frankenstein's like his father. And I'm like, yeah, right. But then, Keenan, inevitably, whenever I stop there and I don't try to like explain my point further, they will eventually come up with the last puzzle piece and they'll tell it to me like they came up with it and they're enlightening me. So they'll be like, you know, if we see Frankenstein as a father figure, that kind of makes him the monster, Lester. So actually that stupid thing you said was right after all. Frankenstein is the name of the monster. I'm glad I could help you make sense of your originally incorrect statement. And I just got to look at him and be like, yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you just had to get out of your own way.
Yes. Yep. Just do it. But again, I like that Waymond is not like that, right? He laughs and he validates her and he says, oh, that's very funny, Evelyn. And we cut back to Evelyn and she is rallying. She is regrouping. She says, okay, sounds a little bit ridiculous, but it's true. And she continues to try to explain it to them. But now we get distracted because James Hong is now taking up the whole screen. We cut to Gong Gong waking up or seemingly waking up from a nap. There is smoke billowing again. I wonder if the smoke is consistent, like shorthand for this is now Alpha Gong Gong. Like, let's keep an eye out for that. That may be like a clue before the reveal that it's him, right? Is the smoke is back? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be fun. I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Joy had a reveal through smoke when she was smoking a cigarette with the pig, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
But yes, I much more associate that with Alpha Gong Gong now.
Yeah. Because Alpha Gong, like in all of the scenes that we've seen him in, like wheelchair or no wheelchair, there's no like smoke or anything. Like he doesn't smoke a cigarette or anything like that. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, he's muttering, and he is saying what we thought was Evelyn's Chinese name, was Shaolin or Xiu Lian. And I don't know why I didn't do this before, but I went back and I looked at the script at that part in the flashback when he's yelling at her and he's holding that broomstick, that striped broomstick. And it does say in the script, it says Shaolin or Shaolin, which in Cantonese would be pronounced closer to like Xiu Lian. And so I actually went back in the movie, back to that minute 15. And yes, Gong Gong actually shouts Xiu Lian. He shouts it like really gruffly and really fast. So I think in that minute of our episode, I actually thought it was a Shaolin, but I think it's Xiu Lian. I think it's been Xiu Lian the whole time, is what he's been saying. But folks, that is just the tip of this iceberg, because right now, in this minute, in minute 67, he says it again as he wakes up in the chair, and he says Xiu Lian. And even though that is what James Hong says in the movie, that's not what it says in the script. Because Shaolin or Xiu Lian in Cantonese is not Evelyn's name like we thought, or like I thought, let's say. It is a nickname. It is a shortened version of her actual Chinese name. Like Bob for Bobbert, like Bob for Robert, or Dan for Daniel, or Dick for Richard.
Right.
Richard Long, right? So, and the Xiao, or the Xiu in the nickname should have clued me in, because that is a common thing, not just in Chinese or Cantonese, but they do it in Japanese too with chan. Right? Like Takeshi might be Take-chan, or Kenji might be Ken-chan, right? And remember in German, we did this for our Devil show when we were talking about Faust, right? The hien in like words like Mädchen, right? Like for girl, or the character Gretchen, right? Gretchen, right? From our Faust season of the Devil show, because her full name was Margareta, right? And that became Gretchen, like Little Gret, right? Yeah, or Little Greta, right?
Yeah, I do like that when the nickname is longer for some, like Juan is Juanito, or yeah. Right. WWW takes longer to say than World Wide Web, but we still do it. Yeah, but yeah, all of that to say, even though James Hong makes the correct choice of using her nickname here, Xiu Lian, the script in this minute has him saying what might be her actual given name, which is, it looks like Yilin in Mandarin, or Gai Lam in Cantonese. Okay. And I might be mispronouncing those. So, folks, if I am, please let me know. I tried. I looked online to see if I could get them correct. Yeah. So in the script, they're saying the full name, but then when they're on the day, James Hong is saying the pet name. Yeah. That's
which makes sense. That's what a dad would say.
Right. Yeah. I don't know how fluent Daniel Kwan is, and I think he's talked a little bit about not being as obvious as fluent as his parents or anything like that.
So you're thinking maybe James Hong knows this a little bit better than Daniel Kwan, and that's why the change.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I think James Hong certainly speaks better Chinese than Daniel Kwan. I mean, right?
But yeah.
That's not me going too far, right? Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he's older. He's.
Yeah, I mean, I talked about this on the Exorcist Minute, but like my teacher, Irish Yamashita, she was one of my screenwriting teachers at UCLA, and she wrote Letters from Iwo Jima. And she, she's Japanese American, but she doesn't speak any Japanese. And then she wrote that movie for Paul Haggis, the producer, and then Clint Eastwood, the director. And then, they're like, oh, this is a perfect script. This is wonderful. It's entirely, set in, Iwo Jima during World War II and from the Japanese perspective. And so they were like, well, none of us speak Japanese. So we just had to trust the actors that they are saying stuff. So like, hey, we gave the script to they didn't translate it before they gave it to the actors who spoke Japanese, because all the actors would speak English. And then Ken Watanabe, who's the lead actor, he would just kind of be their chief like translator person, and just like they just had to trust him. So like the three of them, as they're watching the movie, they're like, I don't know what they're actually saying. It doesn't actually matter to me as long as it looks like they're performing well. Yeah,
But it does have it is good to have like an actor or somebody involved in the filmmaking, like an expert, just to be like no, you would actually put the stress on this syllable or whatever.
right. And Clint Eastwood and Paul Haggis are just like, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, I just know that you would be better than whatever we're saying.
Right. I'm going to
So
trust
just
you.
do it, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to, you don't ask for permission for it.
Just do it. Shia LaBeouf, what are you doing here? But no, I do like that.
Because Clint Eastwood, Clint Eastwood was like, well, I do have the Japanese to English translator here sitting in this chair. Hello, Mr. Japanese to English translator. What do you have to say for yourself? Oh, nothing, I guess.
And then there's a pause, a respectful pause from all cast and crew, because much like Evelyn, this is Clint Eastwood's little ADHD moment, and we just gotta let him do it. Yeah. That's very funny, Clint.
Well, he's a legend. I guess we gotta let this happen.
All right. So I guess I gotta add the chair into payroll. There's some people who try to like abuse this and be like, it's like, oh, Clint, the chair said I could leave early today. But Clint, he's like, the chair didn't say that. We were actually talking about you last night.
That's right. Yeah, that's not what the chair said last night.
No.
That's not what my Magnum 357 told me last night.
Oh, Jesus.
The most powerful handgun in the world.
Yeah.
Blow your head clean off.
Yeah. It's got a sandalwood grip. There's a little raccoon on it. He's got a bandit hat on, and two identical pistols. And actually, if you look really, really close, it's the same design, and it just goes on forever and ever and ever. Yeah. Anyway, it's lunchtime, everybody. Oh, Clint Eastwood.
I have heard, it must have been Morgan Freeman, say that Clint Eastwood often doesn't say cut. He just says, all right, that's enough of that.
That is, okay. So without any proof, without any evidence,
Right.
I completely believe that. That sounds real and accurate.
I think so, yeah.
All right, that's enough of that. He's like if you took the joy out of, oh shit, that actor. Oh God, the Raccacoonie thing is happening to me right now. Who? Oh God, he played.
Who is Clint Eastwood plus joy?
No, yeah, Clint Eastwood plus like a happy, healthy like human interaction relationship.
Jeez, I can't even do that math.
He's in that movie with Mark Hamill and not Jodie Foster, the other lady.
The movie with Mark Hamill.
Harrison Ford.
Oh.
I was thinking of Carrie Fisher, not Jodie Foster. Sorry.
Yes.
They're not even alike at all. Why?
No.
What? Jesus Christ. Yeah.
No,
so he's
that's
like
some other universe.
Yeah. Mr. That's quite a high-powered perception, Mr. Vader. Why don't you turn it around and use it on yourself? Yes. Anyway. No. Yeah. So Clint Eastwood is if you took the joy out of Harrison Ford.
Right. Harrison Ford, but not joking about being grumpy.
Yes. Because he is I'm going to explain the joke now, folks. He is a famously grumpy actor.
Right.
The only person who can make him smile is our boy, Ki-Wei Kwan. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. So, geez, where were we? Oh, yeah. So we might have heard, I guess, what was like intended to be like Evelyn's like given Chinese name. Or not, we didn't hear it in the movie, but like that little script clue might have been that might have been her name.
Right.
Is Yilin or closer to Gai Lam in Cantonese. But it's not in the finished film. So, I mean, what was our rule? Like, I think you had a rule. Like, it's not in the finished film, so it doesn't exist.
Yeah, so we shouldn't take it as like face value. I mean, because they might have made a change or they, it's extra textual.
I see.
So, Salacious Crumb is not that guy's name in the movie.
Oh,
Because
because
Jabba
we
the
kind
Hutt
of
wouldn't ever deign to say his name. He's just some
Right.
little rat he has.
yeah. So even if, like, in, these iterations of scripts that we're going through, we find out, like, Gong Gong's real name.
Right.
In the movie, he has no name. It's just Gong Gong.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Yeah.
It could be what's in the script, or it could be some other thing.
It could be James Hong.
That's right.
Yeah. Right. Or no, it would be James Wong. No, the Wong would come from Waymond.
That's right. This
Yes,
would be James
okay.
Hong.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. So as Gong Gong is calling out to Evelyn, Evelyn is still explaining to Joy and Waymond, right? You can hear her saying, like, I swear to God, you are a macho man.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear them laugh, and you hear Waymond say, I like that. But then this is interrupted when Evelyn hears Gong Gong calling. She kind of turns to look and then turns back to them. And again, I love this little micro change that comes over Evelyn. She's the main character trying to save the multiverse, and she's also having fun and laughing with her family. But the moment she hears her father calling her, look at Michelle Yeoh, folks. She shrinks. She stops the Raccacoonie stuff. She stops laughing and joking and being happy, and she sort of scampers away over to Gong Gong like a scared rabbit, like getting smaller and smaller in the frame. She even sort of like looks back at them like, oh, I'm sorry, I have to like attend to him. It's another moment that goes by so quick, you miss it. Or again, maybe I'm just reaching, but it really looks like he popped her happiness bubble, and now she's like a little child again, being beckoned.
Yeah, his little call to her is again kind of villainous. I mean, like, so he's saying like, a sweet thing, calling her by her name, which
her pet name,
her pet name. Yeah. But it is not without kind of this weird malice, like Maleficent's voice as she calls out to Aurora,
Yes.
Yeah. In her head, essentially. And
right.
it's
like Mother Gothel,
over.
like, sweetheart, come on.
Right, exactly, yeah. And it's also like that call can cut through the conversation in a way that like only she is hearing.
Yes.
So it's another way. It's kind of like Maleficent-y, right? But yeah, like Evelyn is going to like, oh, that's kind of my cue, right? It's my father calling me, and that's going to hit you no matter how old you are, and especially with this relationship, which is not healthy or balanced,
Right.
But like, Joy and Waymond don't have the same response to it. They barely even recognize that he's calling her.
Right, because it's so quiet. Like physically, like in the movie, in the world of the movie, it's very, very quiet. So the fact that she hears it and they don't, and the fact that it's like, even though it's quieter than them like laughing and joking around, it's enough to like stop her in her tracks. Yeah, right. But yeah, so she goes over, and you see, the camera makes this decision, the movie makes this decision to cut to Joy and see Joy watch her mom go to her grandpa. And this is as we're hearing Waymond. Waymond has gotten up, and he says, honey, don't worry, Daddy will get you out of this, right? Talking to Joy. Interesting. We got two dads in this minute, right? One dad is validating his wife, saying, that's very funny, Evelyn. And also to Joy, honey, don't worry, Daddy will get you out of this. And our other father, all he's got to do is wake up and mutter Evelyn's name, and she is transported back in time to this place of fear and caution, and like, oh, better not anger him. He's awake. I need to like tend to him. So from Daddy will take care of this to I got to take care of my father. This is the first time I'm realizing that we have this in the same minute.
Yeah, that's great.
Did you notice it before?
No, not till you said it.
But yeah.
So Waymond is New Testament God, and Gong Gong is Old Testament God.
Exactly. that is exactly, like, don't worry, I'm going to take care of all of this. Right. Yeah.
And here I have a little task for you. It is neither good nor bad. It is just what it is.
Yes.
Do not
go and do
this.
it. Yeah.
Right.
I am Gong Gong. Yeah. Thou shalt make sacrifices unto me.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. For I am the Lord thy Gong.
Yeah. Exactly. Right. Thou shalt have no other Gong Gongs before me. And honor thy father and mother. Look at that. See, I'm like 2 in 1. Right. Yeah. But yeah, Evelyn makes it over to him, and as you hear Waymond and Joy, laughing and having fun, right? They might as well be in another universe from where Evelyn is now, right? She leans down and she says, "Abba," right? Oh God, it's the familial name of God also. Didn't realize that even as I was writing the script. But yeah, to which Alpha Gong Gong responds, this is our surprise, right? He says quickly, and we see that he has taken out a box cutter, and he hands it to Evelyn, and he says, while she is distracted. And the music has changed now. I love that the music over on their side of the room is kind of like, it's like dramatic and sad, and then it switches when the box cutter happens. But like through it all, you hear from the other universe, essentially, Joy and Waymond laughing and having fun, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. So immediately Evelyn shakes her head and gives back the box cutter. She says, no. But he says, it's only protocol. We cut, and he looks over to make sure that they're like not hearing. And he says, it gives her one less universe to access. Mm-hmm. Now, Evelyn looks too, and we see that Joy has taken out her phone. I think we heard the phone ringing.
Right.
And she's taken out her phone. Her arms are still tied. So Waymond takes it to answer for her. And he says, oh, it's Becky. And he answers for Joy. Now, I have seen forums and YouTube videos citing this as an example of Waymond being accepting of Becky being half Mexican.
Oh.
And they use this as proof. They say that what he is saying is, hi, Becky, hola.
Oh, okay.
That is not what I hear, though. That is not what I heard the first time. And after hearing this theory, I'm still pretty sure that that's not what he's saying. Do you want to listen to that one more time?
I thought it was. Yeah, hold on. Let me listen to this. I thought it was, hi, Becky, hold on.
Yeah.
Let's see. I still hear hold on, yeah.
Yeah, me too, yeah. So
okay.
Pretty sure that he's saying, hi, Becky, hold on. As in, like you caught us at an awkward moment, like I'm like, de-taping my daughter,
Right, exactly.
Like, just hold on. Like let me put the phone down, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I think that even makes more, like, as nonsensical as it is, I think that makes more sense than hi, Becky, hola.
Yeah, well, I just don't hear it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Yeah, there we go.
We'll have to find some other way to accept her.
Yeah. I don't think there needs to be proof. I think he just accepts her.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I know we have kind of a crowded minute because we like this minute so much, but in the 2017 version of the script, which again is with Jackie Chan and Alpha Winona, when they meet up with Joy here and Becky calls, this goes quite differently here. Yes, very much differently. So in this version, Joy is not tied up, but she does get a call, and is Joy's scrolling through her phone. She has these missed calls and messages because she has missed this time where she has been Jobu, right?
Right. Yeah.
And she's like, oh, geez, let me look through this here. And so then she calls back Becky, and then they're like, who are you talking to or whatever? And she's like, nobody. And they grab the phone away from her. Winona does, and Winona says, Joy, who are you talking to, etc. And he eventually grabs her phone away from her, and Winona says, who is this? Becky, off screen. This is Becky. Winona. Who? Becky who? Becky, Joy's wife. And Winona's jaw drops there. So you got married and you didn't tell us? So this is where not only have they discovered that Joy has been married, this is the first time they even know Becky exists.
Wow.
It's very, very different. Yeah. So again, in that version of the script, they are so estranged from their daughter, which again makes sense with the physics of screenwriting that you would want them to get as far away as possible from the ending. So you find a way to do that. So now they have not spoken because Jackie has such a problem with Joy being gay that they don't see each other. But that is one of the problems in the original script, is that we don't really see a reason why we should want them to be together, because we never see any moments where things could be going well with each other. They love each other.
Right. Yeah. And again, that's just another example of the kind of the pre-established rules of writing and screenwriting not completely working, right? Because like you said, it's like, oh, okay, so if the end result is that, everybody, comes together and they end up together and it's all lovey-dovey, then we should start out with them all being as far away from each other as possible and hating each other and being estranged and all that
killing
stuff.
each other in the first version of it,
Which, it sounds good on paper, but I don't think it would be as effective as what we got.
Right. So they're not even just not accepting her for being half Mexican. They don't know she exists.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah. I like this one. I like
Becky.
Yeah. I like that we saw a little bit of Becky and we saw a little bit of her relationship, because we need somebody to be holding Joy up already. In the same way that Waymond is holding Evelyn up and kind of like being her rescuer and her kind of like light. Right. We need a Becky in the beginning to see for it to be effective when both of these ladies fall and when darkness does take over, and then Joy becomes Jobu and we're like, no, if only Becky were here, and Evelyn becomes kind of like dark Evelyn, and we're like, no, if Waymond were here,
right.
Yeah, so we need that a parallel, I think. But yeah, Keenan, what did we think of this minute?
It's one of my favorite minutes in the movie. It's one of the ones that I remembered, as soon as I saw it in the theaters, I was like, this is a genius film. And I can't wait to have other people experience this minute of discovering what she's talking about, and the answer being Raccacoonie.
Raccacoonie, yeah. It's very cute. It's a very good joke. And then I think just kind of watching it close up and in slow motion as we do, under a microscope as we do for this show. Like I'm excited that we found like some really touching family dynamic stuff in here as well.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, but folks, this has been the 67th minute. 7th minute of every minute of everything everywhere all at once. I've been Lester Ryan Clark. You can reach me in all the universes as Lester Ryan Clark.
And I've been Keenan Diaz. In your universe, I'm on Letterboxd and Instagram as Howdy Keenan.
Yeah, we got our Facebook listener group, Banana for Scale. That's a community for all of our shows, including this one. It's a private group, but just request to join and be sucked into the banana. If you want more, consider joining us at truestory.fm/join and look for Banana for Scale. That's us. You get bonus episodes of all our shows, access to our Discord, and you get your episodes a week early and ad-free. Pretty cool. Just $5. If you're not sure about that yet, one thing you can do that's absolutely free but would really help us out and mean all the universes to us would be to give us a 5-star rating on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you listen to our show. That and sharing the show by word of mouth or on social media is going to help our little podcast grow and find more cool people like you. All right. Let's see. Time to jump. And I think what I am going to do, I was thinking about possibly going back in time and correcting Daniel Kwan's dad, but then that would make it so that we don't have the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh God, yes, what a paradox.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back in time. I don't know how this works because this actually never happened, but this imaginary interaction that I got mad about me trying to explain that Frankenstein is the name of the monster to this faceless person, and I'm going to change it, and I'm going to say, did you know that the name of the monster is Raccacoonie? And then just look at their stupid, confused face and be like, yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Mic drop.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is the last time we're going to be able to do this for a while. Later on, maybe we could, but I'm going to take this opportunity and give little Raccacoonie-style scalp massages to Joy and to Waymond. I think it is one of life's real pleasures, and you don't have many opportunities to have that. You know. Yeah,
that's really nice. Oh, yeah, and they're all in their chairs.
Yeah, exactly. Even though we're trying to be weird about it, I think this requires some consent.
Yes.
Even like, hey, you're that weird guy who's going to do weird things. I still have to say, like, would you mind if I dig in there a little?
Yeah. And are these talking raccoons so they can ask?
Yes, they had to be talking raccoons,
right.
I think.
And they sound like Randy Newman.
Right. Yeah. Would you like a little hand in your scalp? Would you like a little scalp help?
Scalp. And he can make it rhyme.
That's right.
Scalp help.
Scalp help.
Yeah. And now I just imagine Evelyn trying to explain that movie. And so now you got Waymond and you got Joy, and they're both like looking attentively, it's like hands in their laps, just like trying to paint it, trying to get what mom is saying. And also up above them, like on each of their shoulders, like massaging each of their scalps, is a little raccoon who is dutifully massaging, but also has their kind of like attention, directed at Evelyn, and they're just like looking, and they get, mouth like agape, just like trying to figure out the name of the movie that Evelyn is trying to talk about as they're massaging the scalp.
While you think about the movie, and your head is feeling groovy.
And what?
Your head is feeling groovy.
Oh, okay, there we go. Sometimes it's hard to discern whether Randy Newman is actually saying words or he's just kind of like making consonant vowel sounds.
That's right, yeah.
that end in the rhyme of the previous word.
Right, just music.
Yeah. And that's what Evelyn says. It's like, Mr. Newman, that's great, but like I don't know what you're saying. Right? Yeah, but it sounds great. Yeah. All right, Keenan, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
All I'm thinking is, that's enough of that.
Oh, Mr. Eastwood. Is he still alive?
Yes, he's still alive.
Okay.
He's right behind you.
Nope. There we go. He's looking at my chair, though, so I don't have to worry.
I'll distract him for a little while.
I was trying to find, I was like, what's a nicer way to say, like, is he dead yet, or is he still alive?
Is he still with us? That's
Oh, yeah, that's a nice euphemism. I should have said that. Okay, folks, until next week, 1, 2, 3.